Starting lineup. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Johnson. And it's Crowder in at the 3 slot. That's good. Curry's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Warriors. Well, you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range threat.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too, and he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots, English, high off the glass. Again, the best shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And Curry, such a tremendous balance to his game, and he can square up on a dime to knock down shots. I mean, that's a focus also of his training. Doesn't do it with conventional pattern shooting drills. It's a lot of stuff to challenge his balance while he's on the move and shooting.
He had a nice open look right there.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Bogut kicks to Thompson. And here's Barnes for 3. No luck. Now Boston takes it the other way.
And for Steph Curry, to me, that balance is remarkable. I mean, it used to be customary beyond the arc to fake a defender into the air and then step into a mid-range too. But Curry has introduced that more efficient sidestep for the wide-open 3.
And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Golden State on D, leading by 5. Johnson against Green. Johnson, the pass to Crowder. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple of years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof? Only hit 20. % from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
Here's Bradley. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Boston again missing. Jared Sullinger grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diaw in the way he treats his body.
And the Warriors with some changes. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Boston also with the sub. Turner's checked in. A shot by Curry, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now here's Iguodala. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skills. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Then for the Celtics, Olynyk, he's checked in for Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Jay Crowder. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the 2nd worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse it gets.
Thomas low. And Smart the bucket on the assist from Olynyk.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Barbosa for 3. Rebound Boston. We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. And Olynyk kicks to Thomas. No one near Turner as he lets it go. The baseline J off the mark. Iguodala left side. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And some changes here for the Warriors. Estes Ezeli, he's jacked in for Draymond Green. And it's Rush in for Andre Iguodala. Livingston, no luck.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Thomas passes to Olynyk. Here's Jerebko. Sinks the triple. Jerebko's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Livingston dishes to Rush. From the arc. Rebounded by Jerebko. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Thomas kicks to Smart. Back to Thomas. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfect.
And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, and I think Coach will allow me to take that shot, and it's tough to guard.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Harrison Barnes is out there with Thompson. Then there's There's Ian Clark. Then there's Festus Ezeli, and it's Curry in at the point. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Turner passes to Johnson, and the rejection by Ezeli. Here's Thompson, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19-22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And thinking back on the Celtics, on the road, their away record doesn't tell the whole story. They won their last 7 road games in that tremendous playoff push.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Warriors. Draymond Green.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Another away from home note for the Celtics. They were 7-1 in road games against the rest of their division. Their road play was the driving factor as to why they made the playoffs.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Is checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Ian Clark. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Turner against Curry. Inside, stolen by Thompson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running, and the jam by Stephen Curry.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. Lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Bradley kicks to Johnson. Pass to Crowder. Sullinger the screen. Turner dishes to Crowder. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes, confidence of the coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
Barnes can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 6. On the wing, Johnson. Shot left block. Off the left rim and out. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And it's Thompson again missing. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Sullinger the screen. Bradley, no one around him. Boston, no good that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Iguodala gets the bucket.
Andre Iguodala.
Celtics trail by 6. Now here's Turner. The dish to Sullinger. Back to Turner. Powered down with both hands.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. Has it always... worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Boston making a switch here. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Johnson. Smart's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Thomas subbed in for Evan Turner. And here's Iguodala outside. And Boston with the rebound. And Brad Stevens now in his third year coaching the Celtics. Greg, I know you admire him from afar. Good fit for the franchise. Good fit, Clark, for a young team.
Agree with you completely on all of that. He stresses team unity and selflessness and sets the example and tone with his demeanor.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Passes to Barnes. To the inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Celtics trail by 4. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Smart wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound. Jerebko. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jerebko's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Curry passes to Barnes. Outside, Green. Goes up on the wing. Rebound by Olynyk.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And here is Thomas. Here's Crowder. And the goal in the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Warriors lead by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by.
Yes, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, much of the stresses of the coach was talking about taking care of the basketball. What kind of work has this team put in, making sure everyone is doing their best to limit those terms?
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. They had the pieces in place for a nice stretch to open it up and went on a 7-0 run to start. Much of their early lead was flushed down the drain, though, as they ended the quarter up by just 3. In the second period, they lost some momentum but fought their way through it, ending the half ahead by 2. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, I love how they're getting points in transition. It's about pushing the ball, being aggressive, and then finishing with authority. Several times they beat the defense down the floor and ended up with...
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report. The third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Sullinger in at the 5. Johnson can't hit. The Warriors leading. I'm watching Amir Johnson Clark. He seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
Curry can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 4. Thomas with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Johnson the screen. To the left side wing. Crowder drains the three-pointer. Crowder's got 5.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Over to the wing. The 3 from Barnes. And Boston with the rebound. Stolen by Thompson. Kicks it to Barnes. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Barnes. That's now 8 points for Iguodala.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win. And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Boston making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And Thomas, here we go. For Boston, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That free throw good from Thomas. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Green. Thompson dishes to Green. And Thompson kicks to Curry. And a miss there on the triple. Well, great for Thompson. Last season, an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists. And Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player. Terrific offensive player. Outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Sullinger, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Thomas.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Thompson with it. Now Thomas defending. It's stolen by Bradley. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. The shot is off, and Golden State will come the other way. Curry passes to Barnes. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Green back to Curry. Thompson for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Bradley drives in. High post shot. And that one's good. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
At the elbow, it's Thompson. Shot is off. Johnson with some nice D.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
5 to shoot. Bradley can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league in, Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Boston making some changes. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Sullinger. Jerebko comes in for Amir Johnson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Stolen by Smart. To the left wing. Here's Thomas. Knocks it loose.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Nobody near Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 7 points for Barnes. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
He had to fade back on that one, but still got it to go. 8 points for Draymond Green. Thomas kicks to Jerebko. Pass to Thomas. .40 seconds left to play here in the third. The open shot by Smart. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 5.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
but they'll get another chance. Iguodala dishes to Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. And the Warriors get it back. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Substitution for the Celtics. Jay Crowder.
"16 seconds left in the third.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Outside Curry. With 1 on the clock. No good on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Warriors leading by 5. Barnes and Green of the forward set. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. And it's Iguodala in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
Smart kicks to Johnson. And it's Bradley off the drive. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. 6 points for Avery Bradley.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Iguodala, the pass to Barnes. From deep, Green. Crowder pulls it in.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Here's Smart. Warriors with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The Warriors leading. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. There's Green with the 3. Again, the miss by Green. The Celtics shooting about 42% so far. Johnson dishes to Smart. Here's Crowder. Drains it from beyond the arc. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Some nice passing by Golden State. Thompson with the bucket.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always.
Celtics trail by 4. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Thompson from long range. The shot will not go. Bradley with some nice D. Out to the wing. No one near him. They get it again. Johnson lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Turner's checked in for Boston. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. It's stolen by Green. Here's Iguodala. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Turner.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Smart. From deep, Iguodala. It's hauled in by Thomas. Celtics trail by 3. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. They get the rebound. Here's Sullinger. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
It's Curry outside. Count the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 5.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Inside, here's Thomas. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Double team on Thomas. Here's Bradley. Misses off the right iron.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter. Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
That shot wide open. And now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Here's Barnes. He had stolen by Sullinger. Outside Thomas. Here's Bradley. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. 8 points for Avery Bradley. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 56 seconds left in the game. The pass to Turner from the corner. Here's Johnson. Count it!
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
The drive by Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
What a play there. The hoop plus the arm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit, and still was
Yes,
Here's Curry. Game could be on the line right here.
It's basically now or never for them.
Or tough position. And so they foul intentionally.
Klay Thompson. That's his second personal.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Let's do it. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a three-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerds there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now Thomas kicks it out to Bradley, launches it. Can't get the 3 to fall. That will count. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. And it's the Warriors to start out. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup. Now in overtime. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jay Crowder out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Sullinger in at the center position.
You can see it in his eyes. It became mano-mano. He wanted to return the favor with that three, but just didn't get it to go.
Here's Curry with the three. And another three for Golden State.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And he gets the bucket.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Bradley. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 14 points for Avery Bradley. Warriors leading by 5. Thompson inside the line. And the shot falls short this time. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Tries it from 9. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're losing by 5. 1:29 left in overtime. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Here's Thomas. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Curry can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 3. Bradley with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Sullinger the screen. Inside, Curry meets him from 11 feet away. Here's Sullinger, buries it, and that shot brings them to within just 1.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from three-point range since the start of overtime. Very solid. Iguodala, rebound Boston. And Thomas, here we go, to take the lead. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've held a 12-point lead early. That's a 2 from Barnes. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor. Isolate at the top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 1. We've got 28 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Knocked loose. And Thomas now, top of the key. Here's Sullinger.
Kevin, they've still got a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, and strategy wouldn't be bad to use it if they need to.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 1. 23 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
Curry kicks to Green. Outside Curry. Oh, off target.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and still make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
And Thomas, here we go. A good look from Bradley. Oh, no good. Can't get it to fall. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson.
The 2K Game Show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game. Owned the overtime period. It's hard to come up